Hello.
Welcome back to another episode. We are again somewhere in Curator, especially Cathedral of Light, and there is this thing here, the Nightmare tier 3 whatever. Then we can unlock it finally. Omit 3. We're just going to talk to the people that are going to pray.
Father Animus, glory to you. We are not worthy of your sacrifice.
Good for you.
Please come back to us, Father. We cannot face the darkness on our own.
We cannot. You're doing it right now. You're actually pretty decent. Pretty well off. Alright. Now, everything in here is cleared up. Thank goodness. So, any others around here crying and whining about the angel not being there anymore? I mean, he wasn't here to begin with, right? It was just a temporary thing. So, let's see. Something is wrong about this door. Can look through the sides of it, and it's not even connected, right? I have to place the thing a little bit further back. Anyway, let's get in there and finish that dungeon. I don't know what kind of dungeon this is. Kind of sounds as if it's specific, or some kind of special thingamajig or whatnot, but I can't quite believe it. Let's see. Ah, it's an Animus thing. Da 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 da. I need some of that Animus. Wait, no, this is not the Animus, dude. This is just a random knight. Okay. Happened. No, wait. Didn't have the title of Animus carrier for some reason. This one also doesn't have the title of Animus carrier. Why is that title missing? Usually what you see in here is the name, and then slightly below is that title as Animus carrier. That's weird. Every other dungeon has that. Why does that one not have it? Weird behavior. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Alright, we are still searching for the... It could be two of them, by the way. Yeah, on the other side, of course. The whole thing may just be symmetric. Da 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 da. And... There we go, nice chest. Come on, pick it up. Say, one of the two probably? Maybe three. There's no one. Nope, just two. That's the last one of them. Sesame. And bridges and bridges. Wait, the High Council Court. The High Council Court is actually the three knights, right? High Council. What is it? Council Quarters? No, we are not quite there yet. The whole thing is supposed to be some connection. Yeah. Ah, there we have it. Okay. You can just pass through. That's weird. Oh, it's 4 of them. Okay. We go for the physician first. And then there is... this one. The Inquisitor. Okay, got that one. And then we take those 2. Problem solved. And now we can use the teleporter to move to the next area of the what? Okay. So, boss fight after boss fight, slay all enemies and then reliquary of erudition. What kind of dungeon is this? A weird one at least. Okay, so let's get the attention of all of the enemies around. There you go. Do this. And then there are a few around here. Our aim is of course on point. There you go. Let's get the next few. What about this one? When you have Fortify? No. I do have Fortify, yes. But I just have Fortify because... Mostly. Alright. Let's see. Do all of them just charge at me? No. Oh, that would be actually kind of cool. The longer the fight is, the kind of louder it becomes. And the more enemies that are around get drawn towards the combat. That would be quite an interesting feature. So kind of like an aggro range. But not for the target we are actually facing. But more like for every character. But it kind of gets triggered for, yeah, just by sheer combat. And they kind of listen to it and then they want to help. That would be kind of cool. Because that would make these situations here with like tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of enemies that you have to fight a little easier. Because they would be lured to you exactly where they have to be. Right at the end of the stick. The stick with a pointy end, of course. And the way forward. So how many more am I missing? A little more than that. Okay. Let's feed these fellows. Ooh, look at this. And the remaining ones are getting dropped at me. It's kind of cool, but it only seems to trigger with the last ones. And then there's an ambush happening and the rest will be placed at your location. So you can kind of charge on forward, but you have to make sure that you get most of them. If there's like 1 or 2 enemies missing, then that is not the problem. Oh, Curator, cool. This is new. This kind of Tomb Lord I haven't fought yet. But I do know these attacks. I've seen them somewhere as well. Okay, so Curator done. What happens? It's untargetable somehow. Okay, legendaries. Now that was a boss fight. Decent one. Like it took it took as long as the others, but the rewards for that one are much nicer. Now, what about this one? Nature's Fury Key passive, yada yada yada. I mean that's cool, but I do have a decent one of those already in my inventory, so I don't need more. Damaging elites, yada yada. This is definitely not as good, and we can take it apart. They're not even higher than 600, so that's great. Interesting idea with the capstone dungeons. They are more rewarding than the rest. So, big question is, what happens if we increase the world tier difficulty? Wait, we can go through here again. Great. Let's get out of here. Actually, I have to do some inventory management, and then I'm going towards the statue. The real MVP. So in the end, you do go back to Inarius, right? Even if it's just a statue of him. So this one.
You can take what's left.
This one, that one, and that one. Alrighty. Inventory management done. And what did I say? Before finishing the whole thing, we may almost be 62. 61, yes, but this is as much as we got in terms of experience. I mean, I could maybe get some additional ones from the Trio Whispers, but let's let that one be. So, what happens now when I click on that one? Oh no, wait a minute. There's this one here, Priest Zelka.
Father Inarius sacrificed himself to defeat Lilith, to save us all from damnation. Will he return? That depends if you continue indulging in sin or stay true to the light.
Nice hint. So, this is actually a nice location where the camera could zoom out a little bit, because that statue is beautiful. Not using that, it's a bit weird. Now, Nightmare. Unlocked by completing the campaign. Capstone dungeon in Kyovashan. World tier 2 veteran. Okay. Recommended for this. And this may be changed at any time. Sure. Players must be in the same world and so on and so forth. Nightmare this. Good. Sacred items and unique items can drop now. Wait a minute. Yeah. So what actually gets better? More gold, more experience. And of course, enemies are more formidable, more challenging, more fearsome. Wait, what? And they overcome 20% resistance, which means all of the elemental explosion thingies that happen are going to kill you more often. So be careful of that. Monsters drop 20% more gold. It's always the same. Yeah, the question is it always 20% more gold? As in, it's the same 20%, or is it 20% on top of the 20%? No, I think the gold amount is always the same. It's kind of interesting that the gold amount doesn't seem to change much with the difficulty. Interesting. But now at least we have the option of fighting, yeah, higher monsters, which means they should drop more in general, right? So, but the best thing about it is still the increase in experience. Oh, that helps. Wait a minute. No, this is actually quite interesting. So the experience gain increases the percentage. So that means the leveling between 50, 70 or 70 and upwards should actually be easier, right? That's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But what about the level of enemies? Like, how do they scale? It doesn't say that it changes it. It just says recommended for. Whatever. Nightmare sigils can drop that unseal nightmare dungeons. And Helltides can appear across Sanctuary. And champion monsters with damage resistance auras can appear. Yeah, that actually questions our build a little bit, because most of it is physical. The question is, can they be immune to physical? Alright, change your world tier terminates all active portals, resets all incomplete whispers. And closes any active nightmare. Wait a minute. Any incomplete whispers. That's something that is not cool. I actually wanted to take this into the new world and do this. But no, they have to be a bit pissy about that. Come on. You can only have one of those 3 whisper thingies active, right? So preparation should be rewarded and not... Oh, come on. It's only one cache you can get anyway. So, wait a minute, what do we get? Weapons? Not really. Amulets and rings. Rings. Okay, we're gonna go for rings. So, what is a collection of rings? Grant cache. Wait a minute, it does not say what kind of level it has. Now it at least is finished. So let's quickly go back. Nightmare. Complete the Fallen Temple Capstone Dungeon. World Tier 4. Wait, no. We haven't changed it yet. We haven't changed it yet. Why does the game want to increase the difficulty again? Alright, so let's do this. Select, accept. And that was it. All of the people are gone. What's this one? Doomsayer, Pira. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Everything else is the same. All of the quests are still the same. Okay. So it looks as if you actually don't have to do the quest the second time over. That's actually very interesting. So you don't have to repeat the game multiple times in order to get into high difficulties, which was the case in the previous installment. But now, that is actually quite nice. Just having high difficulty and introducing more features. Whoa, wait a minute. Why does the statue look so weird right now? That is creepy. Or maybe the Nightmare. Yeah, wait a minute. Let's just go back to Adventure, just in case. So this is the normal statue of Inarius in, well, the way it looks right now, right? Yeah. Made out of stone. Veteran changes it. And gives it some gold and all of that. And that's actually quite interesting. See that? It makes it more shiny. Okay. And then there's Nightmare. And that one changes the statue again. But this time, it kind of turns it completely around. And it puts him in hell. Which is very weird. And the last cauldron is not burning. So, what is this one doing here? Tell me of the Helltide.
Can you feel it, Wanderer? Like surf along the coast, the tides of hell rise up, bleeding into sanctuary. Tortured souls bearing tortured gifts roam these lands. Take those gifts and use them to fight back the armies of the 7 hells.
Helltide periodically rises in areas of sanctuary in nightmare difficulty and above. Collect aberration cinders and exchange them for tortured gifts. Chests containing loot or specific item slots. Navigate to these map markers to find tortured gifts. Alright. So, and now, with a higher difficulty, let's just use this and pick up everything. And see if it had any, would change anything. The level is still somewhat mediocre-ish. Don't really need that. We can just dismantle it again. So, what else is there? This one. Complete the Fallen Temple Capstone Dungeon. World Tier 30. In Torment, monsters give 200% increased experience. Ancestral items and new uniques become available. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And this is one of those Helltides that they were praising all the time. That is good. Now the biggest question though is, did the characters change a little bit? Because somehow the layout of the city changes as well with higher difficulty. Layout of the city. the way the people are positioned. That changes. And look at this. We're now with together with all of the other ones here at the right
I got furs.
level.
skins,
Ah, look at
and
this.
steel.
Finally, we can buy good stuff again. So that could make things easier. Critical strike chance against injured enemies? Nah. Storm skill cooldowns? Absolutely. Critical strike chance? Purely? Yes. Okay, so I would actually benefit a lot from this, would I? Critical strike chance 8%? Nah, okay. It would be a wee bit lower, but I have to upgrade it anyway. Attack speed? Meh. Rank of pulverized? Does not matter. Skill stealing up to 20% increase based on the primary resource, yeah. This would actually be really good, because it also makes the cooldown of the abilities better. Oh, that would be sweet. Oh, that would be sweet. Nah, let's just buy this.
Safe journey then.
So, and also I died by accident because I got blown to pieces.
Unexpected.
So, let's see. How does that one change with the storm skill cooldown? Yeah, 10%. 10% is like...
That there is worth the coin.
I should have looked at that. What do we have here? Sacred rare gloves. Uh-huh. So this is just the upgrade thingy. Uh-huh. So almost 2%. More armor. That's good. And then, yeah, I need to imprint it with a special effect. Oh, wait. I did not check the weapon. The weapon is our key tool to dish out tons of damage, right? So what we need is... I actually want to get that one here. So... Damage over time, critical strike damage, nah. Stats, damage, no. What about this one? Healing received, nah, that would make our survival a wee bit easier, but it's a totem. That's actually quite shy. Like, you do get totems in here, but you don't always get a one-handed weapon as well. That's the thing that's a wee bit weird. Like, magic stuff and two-handed mace. Like, you can only use this one, but you cannot get a complete loadout for this. Everything is full of two-handed weapons. Kind of forces you to play a certain way, right? Interesting.
And good fortune.
Yeah. So, now what about my aspects though? Tornado will seek up to core skills an additional 9% for each active companion. I mean, it's just one... No, wait a minute, it's not that. It's a primary resource thing. You deal 90% increased damage to stun? No. Basic skills gain attack speed. Core skills... No, that's not it. For each second you stand still, that could be helpful, but no. Poison creeper, nope. Nope. No. Or maybe I should use the tornado for that, but in this case it would be nice to have the tornado seek out more than just 2, so it should be better on the amulet. What is that one? Primary resource 20%, so I need something with more than 20%. Each active companion, trample, that's the companion. Distant enemies get stunned. Wait, what? Taking enemies with basic attacks increases the damage of your next core skill by zone. So March. That's that. Stand still. Primary resource. Yeah, and tornadoes here will seek up to 3 targets. So, what else do we have in here that we could utilize? Yeah, 20% based on your primary resource. I don't even have that many of those. Ooh. The primary resource thing. Oh, that's not good. Critical strike with core skills increase your attack speed, but it's actually quite nice. That makes everything much better. That means the basic attacks get faster, and faster basic attacks means more, more resources. In the end, it's the overall attack speed, which means that Everything gets better. Damage over time thing. Course gets up to based on your fortify. Up to 40% based on your fortify. Boah. Okay, could we maybe get something else in here that has a similar effect? Because I think I'm just going to switch it around a little bit. Take something else in there. Maybe tornado. Yeah, maybe tornadoes. But I could just go with attack speed. Where's the attack speed when you need it again? Yeah, we're gonna take that one and place it on. What's 15? 15 is the minimum amount. That is the not really necessary. Oh yeah, and then there's also gems and stuff.
Precious stones to catch the light.
Yeah.
Another time then.
So let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Could you maybe upgrade? No, you can't upgrade the jewelry anymore. Or any higher. So critical strike damage. No. And there's the sacred stuff. What's so special about that? Or maybe it just means that it is higher than 600 and so and so much. Don't quite know what this rarity is supposed to mean. So that one goes in here. That one is there. And oh, we can also use utility things. That's good. When you hit a crowd-controlled enemy, there's a 30% chance to spread it out. No. So distant enemies have a so and so much chance. Werewolf, Bloodhowl, Pulverize. Increase damage for each second you stand still. That's also kind of interesting. The Hurricane. For each second while it's active. I do use the Hurricane fairly often. I know the Hurricane has 16. Ooh, that's awesome. Well, is this one 7.5? 7.3, but this has nothing to do with it. Increase with shred, nope. Increase the damage of your next, nope. Additional 6%. Basic skills gain attack speed. Skills deal 10% increase damage. Yeah, I mean this is also skills, nope. Increase damage based on fortify, nope. Thorns damage dealt has 20% chance to deal damage to all enemies around you. Why don't we just take that one? Yes.
Father bless.
Okay. Good. And that one we're just going to keep for safety reasons. I just have to make sure that I don't accidentally sell this one or whatnot. Interesting. So, just getting into higher difficulty. Pretty sweet. But now I know why it kind of locks you from getting into the higher difficulty before finishing the game, because it introduces a myriad of additional, distractions, let's say, tasks to do and whatnot, so that it kind of takes away from the focus of the story. So this is stuff that you can do once you know the story, and your focus lies somewhere else. Interesting. Alrighty. Now, let's just get out of here real quick. So, 56 to 61. So we are already max leveled. Sweet. What's this one? Duration 40 minutes. Helltide. Then ends slay foes and complete actions to collect aberrations. Isn't that supposed to be? Ah, these things. Tortured gift of protection. What is this? Damn souls. And the wretched soul. They are there. Okay. Oh, have to be careful. Oh, okay. Ah, aberrations in this. At least they get picked up automatically. That's nice. How many do we need? 75. But yeah, right now our armor amount actually does not reflect the difficulty here. That's why, see that? Actually taking an awful lot of damage. Compared to our overpoweredness before. At least we got 900 gold every time. That's pretty sweet. It's usually, it's actually quite nice. Whoa. The problem is, if you are high level before, then you are already at the upper end of difficulty. Once you reach the nightmare, and that's where it all requires even more Cinder. Okay. So wait a minute. What kind of task can you do that with this? And also, I don't want to see this focus in here anymore. Makes no sense. We got 18 over there. There doesn't seem to be some special stuff that you can do. It's just enemies upon enemies upon enemies. Okay, wait. There was this other chest up here with the 75. Oh, there's Vohar whatnot. Vorhar. Yeah. Look at that. We almost took no damage from the lightning. I think I know why. No. That's weird. We're only at 40%. Wait a minute. Usually it's much higher. Which means the resistance of your character is actually reduced. And which is easier for the calculation, obviously, but still. Maybe the percentage resistance and all of that should be kind of thought of in a different way. Okay, so I'm still used to just throwing items away right now. What do we have here? Screaming Hell Vein with stuff inside. Nice. So you don't even need to fight enemies in here. You can just do your thing. Ah, come on, not the wave. Alright. Problem is still that the enemies are a bit too spread out for me. I have to look for them. Oh boy. Ooh, sacred ring. What makes it sacred, though? Sacred grey ring. Okay, there's some stuff. Don't run away, come on. You only get one for the biggie. That's nothing, actually. Absolutely nothing. So that kind of means that all of these enemies up here. Ah. Bears are dangerous. Okay, so in order to get most of those cinders, open up all veins. Right. Or maybe don't focus on Helltides at the beginning of the high difficulty, but rather use the feature that got introduced slightly before, the whole tree thing. That may help much more. Alright, so what else? I do Ooh, and there's also stuff with it falls from the sky. Great. Good. Alright. So, now that we have found a decent amount. Ooh, we're almost at 75. Let's take that one. Just a few more. Oh. Same goes for the plants, so just harvesting resources is the way to go. Pretty much. Come on. Blah. Yeah, opening resources, interacting with items, that's what you have to do. Okay, so. It's not much, I know, but it's at least something. And now we got our first little look at the Helltide system. Why does the horse take ages to refresh? So, what's inside here? There are shoes inside. Interesting. Why does it say sacred afterwards? Like, come on. Sacred this, sacred that. Again, it's used kind of inflationary at this point. Yeah, that one. No, it doesn't even have that much more armor. Okay. When you fortify your earthquake. It does have higher armor, yes. But all of the rest isn't cool. Could just throw this away again, yes. Alright, now back into Kyovashard it is. What can we do with the crystals though? Do they disappear once we leave the area? Or do we keep them in our inventory so we can go into one Helltide and do the rest? No. It's like with the PvP thing. Once you get out of there, you are out.
What will it be?
And let's do this. Also take that one apart. What do we get? Not much. Not much, not much, not much. So, what about the value though? Like this one is 10,000, that one is like 13,000. Don't seem to change that much either. Okay, our best bet for good equipment is still the merchant. Alright, interesting. And this is basically how you get to higher difficulties. Oh, I'm so close. I am so close. Alright, yeah, we are always somewhat close. Let's end it for now and continue, of course, at another time with another game. Until next time, then, like and subscribe. And oh, we got some rewards, yes. Now, if that one is not cool, I don't know what is. We got 80 additional obols. Nice. Really? I think it's more. How much obols can we get? Yeah. 85 times is like, yeah. 400. 1,000 obols we can carry around now. That's awesome. We maxed out pretty much everything right now. Wait a minute. 21 points for the Paragon tree. That is ridiculous. Anything that changes in here? No. At one point you just forget about the skill tree, that it ever existed. So, yeah, that one needs to be higher, much higher. You gain up to 10% damage reduction from a 45. That's not what I care about. I care about this companion thing. So, let's see. But there is not enough intelligence nearby in order to trigger it, is it? Yeah, 1, 2. This one? No. It has to be larger, otherwise it doesn't work. Ugh, come on. That's stupid. You do want to play with companions, right? But you can't boost them because it doesn't work. Okay, that one is equipped. And that one is the storm skills. Well, most of it is storm skills anyway. But I actually want to have higher companion damage, but higher physical damage would actually work most of the time. Or maybe higher poison damage too. Because this is just something else there. Right. Let's see. I could go like bam bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam bam bam. Alright, what about this? Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies? Yeah, makes it easier. But the thing is, I don't have a vulnerability aura, so what else? 5% for every thingy. Intelligence purchased within the range, yes. The requirement. Why does it have to be this way? For every 5 intelligence per range, you deal increased damage while fortified. Okay. 2% while fortified. For every 5 intelligence. It's not much. Basically for every node. I could also go to the right here in order to trigger that. That could work. Wait a minute, is there... Oh, lightning resistance and potion. Difficulty and resistances. I mean... You do have to waste some points in order to use some points. That is just weird. So, let's just take this companion thing, slot it in here. And be surprised that nothing good is available in here. Yeah, it's just these 5, 10, 17. Do we have any intelligence on that side here? No. Ah, that is just so mean. So mean, so mean, so mean. It doesn't even show how much damage it does. For every 5 intelligence within range. Oh, there is no 5 intelligence in range. Hehehehe. Well, yeah, that happens. Okay, maybe we have to get rid of this one. Yeah, and then there's this 7 node over here. I'm gonna place that there. So that one can be taken apart, and that one will be placed up here. So now we got 16 something percent increased, and there's also higher crit. Maybe we should just focus on damage increases altogether and some crit stuff. What's this one? Dexterity. Yeah, you can't get higher dexterity because somehow it's always missing. Oh, what do we need? Yeah, 2 more nodes for dexterity. One is over here. Oh. And the other one is over there. That could work just fine. But the problem is this is a when shapeshifting. And that's not nice. So this is intelligence, this is intelligence. This is not really a good intelligence place here. To gain a barrier that absorbs. Okay, every time I'm in a horse and then I usually shapeshift into a bear once I fall down, right? Then that kind of works too. It's just weird. Okay, let's get some bonus damage for that. 1, 2, 15. Yeah. Doesn't work, that's not enough. And that one is outside range. Sweet. So, let's get ourselves more critical strike damage. Maybe more vulnerable. And more critical strike damage again. And, I mean, I could just place the super node in here so I don't die that often. Let's get the vulnerable damage out of it. And do something like this. It should be pretty decent. Okay. Now we are stacked up. And we're gonna end this episode. Until next time, then like and subscribe and...
Farewell.
Ta-ta!